Okay, we should be live now. Yes, we are, apparently. Right. So you joined me, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, of course, to the channel. And you joined me for another commentary. So let's just get out and chat and watch some action. And I'll talk you through what the plan is when we find a car to follow. Let's follow Apex Predator. So as you can see, we're at NGR West today with the Renault Megane trophies. And this is round number 3 of Next Gen Racing's MaXed Renault Trophy. So this series took over from the Next Gen Racing VW Cup. Hello Bernfry, good to see you. I'm just going to get a few links scattered about. So I'll get over to Next Gen. And I can spell Racing. Takes a second. You're racing there, slightly bit for. Being quiet, guys, because I can't multitask very well. Place that. Get it over at the MRC as well, just in case any of those wonderful people fancy joining in. What's that? Discord. Cliche. Let's get a cliche Discord. Right then. Perfect. So, a little bit of a twist coming at you tonight. The top 3 in the championship as it stands, which consists of that man, and where is he? Can't see him at the minute. Basically, won't be able to qualify. So it's Apex Predator and Wace. So the fast guys, this one here, number 20 car, and I'm entered for some reason. 1 minute, let me just get out of it. I'm entered because I actually went around and set a few laps. Yeah, so this will promise to show these guys coming through the back of the field, hopefully. In the Sirocco Cup, it's always proved quite a popular addition to the championship. It certainly spices things up. What we've noticed, and certainly what's proven to be, is that we've got Apex Predator and CMW Motorsport basically running away with the league at the minute. So if we can do anything to absolve that, that'll be better. So Apex Predator Wace and CMW Motorsport will be allowed to run in qualifying. They just won't be allowed to finish a lap. So they can go out and get some practice and all that sort of stuff. So 10 minutes qualifying begins now. We will see a different pole sitter to what we have done recently. We've of course had Apex Predator and CMW Motorsport pretty much fighting it out for the top spot. This man's a good shout for it that we're watching now, Bernd Fry. He's proven himself to be a good proven race winner. Certainly someone that can compete in these cars. We're in Lobby 1, of course, so in theory these are the fastest drivers that the championship has to offer. I'm looking for Hunty to have a better week as well. He's had a bit of an unlucky run in the first 2 races. We know he's someone who's capable. I also know he listens to the stream while he races, so he'll be smiling in his chair while he's on stream on Twitch, no doubt. And I'll be re-watching his stream later, so I expect a shout out Hunty. Go and check him out on Twitch. I will link his Twitch in the channel description, video description when this is done. Thank you for that. Jaino in the Adrian Flux number 13 car, unlucky for some. Jaino is a new driver to the league, so we'll be eager to see what he does. Portugal Don's left of him for some reason. we'll just see what happens. So the first of the flying laps is started. Find the 77 Sales I car will get us the first qualifying time. James Tyrewall in the Amateur 64 will follow him. Bruce Lee Harding will be third across the line. He's in the Dread car. And no number assigned to Bruce Lee Harding, which is quite weird. Chris Cross 42 Zyrtec car. And Chris has had a little bit of a mixed start to the league, so again he'll be wanting a good result out of this race. We've just talked about hunting the number 120 Mastervolt liveried car. Jay, as we've just spoke about in the Adrian Flux car, will want a good start to this. We will just go and grab an on-board lap in it. Once we've got the first times out of the way, we'll jump on board with a driver and we'll see what they can get up to. JPH ran really well last time out in the number 16 PowerMax racing car. And, yeah, he's someone who we know can deliver a result on a good day as well. So keep an eye on JPH today. I think he's going to be quite a promising driver. Conrad Racing, driver of the day last time out for me. I didn't really get many shouts in the comments for that, so I'll be looking for a little bit more from you guys next time around. I best get a link out in the group chat as well. Just a second. And I'll best get my chat up as well. JPH, thank you for joining the chat, mate. Good luck in the race tonight. Okay, so first times are in. Apologies, I missed this. Chris Cross has actually set the fastest time of 24.1, which I can tell you is a decent time around here. Swargy goes even quicker, 23.6. It's a beautiful time from the number 98 Garage Floor Town Company car. Swaggy again, someone who hasn't really had that much of a mention in streams, but he's a very good driver, so we'll see how he gets on today. He's really running the track limits. So let's actually jump on board for a lap with who's coming across the line next. That's Pix. I said, Burnfly, weirdly enough, mate, you're going to be the next one across the line. So we're going to jump on the hood of your car. The Americans watching. For the British people watching, we're just above the windscreen. We're going to take you for a lap around Maggiore. So the lap starts long, sweeping left under. It's important to grab as much curb though as you can and ride as much speed onto the start-finish straight. You look for the fence on the right hand side here and you look to brake just as it ends. And you can run all four wheels over the inside curb. Can upset the car, so you might not want to do that. And the yellow stuff on the inside of the curb is very grippy. You can get two wheels on that to pull you around the corner. Be careful of the sausage on the inside as you ride the speed up through the S's. You want to get as much speed through this as you possibly can, straight line it as much as you can so you don't scrub off tyres and scrub off speed in the process. Over the crest of the hill, back down again as we head to Big Banky Boy. Look for the 50-metre board, brake roughly there. Carry second or third through this corner, both tend to work depending on what your situation may be. Just be careful on exit not to get a little bit too much grass. The next series of S's then, these can be a little bit more complex. We will typically see them a single file in the race. A lot of switchback moves can happen down here. This section of corners, two right-handers, you just want to carry the momentum through the second phase of the corner. And then you can essentially coast this bit. And then come back down to finish your lap. Seems to have been a good lap from Burnfly just as he runs. Might get a little bit dirty tyres, that might give him a little bit of understeer. I think it has done. This should be a decent lap. Burnfly at the minute 8-9 tenths off the leader. 28 of that to 24.0. Slaps him up to third place, which is a good lap from Burnfly, just as he absolutely nails it at the end. But that was good enough. That. So our new driver Janio in the 13 Adrian Flux car has put in a great performance. Let me just try and get some lap data up. Give me a second. Yeah, I should be getting racing, folks. I should be getting people's lap times. Yeah, so. This on here so we can see what people are up to. P-Gib 92 at the minute of 23.8 for him. So a good start, picking himself up a little half-second penalty though, so he's going to have to get rid of that before the next lap. It was 10 minutes this qualifying session, so we're 6 and a bit minutes into that, so not far off the end now. Because we're running the old style qualifying, so what you'll have been used to seeing in previous times is the lap times flashing up in the bottom left. That's not going to happen tonight, on the basis of us having to manually set the grid afterwards. So JPH 99, the Power Max car, running 7th at the minute, 1:24.3 for JPH. Very respectable lap time for JPH. But we are sure he can do better. Just 300ths of a second behind Conrad Racing. 624.3 for Conrad and Chris Cross, who got a great lap in at the start, just hasn't been able to improve on that. He still has a penalty to burn off, so that's going to invalidate this and his next lap unless he gets rid of it. J-Eno is coming around to set another lap time. 24.1 for J-Eno so far. Looks like he's maximising track limits as well. He kind of got to do that in Maggiore in order to get a good lap out of it. Looks like he's done that pretty much to perfection. J-Eno doesn't improve his time. He's only got 800 for a second up to Bruce Lee Harding, who's currently in 4th and backwards. He's just waiting for the cars to come round past him so he can spin that Megane round and head back round the circuit. Bernd Frey then covered off just a minute ago, 24.0 for Bernd Frey. A good lap from him, sees him starting the second row of the grid at the minute. P-Gib 92, 23.8 for P-Gib. So again, another good lap for P-Gib. Might be able to get Swargy. Swargy's run a 23.6 at the minute. So the fastest we've seen so far. Is he improving on that? We can't tell here. No, he's not setting the timing board a lot. Pav, good to have you in the chat, Pav. Yeah, mate, it's a shame you couldn't make it tonight, but we do understand that this is just a game, really, and real life takes priority. So, you know, we will always be here for you whenever you want to return. And if you need anything from us, if you need an ear to bend or someone to chat to or whatever, mate, you know, you only need to drop me a message. J-Eno then absolutely destroying the Italian grass at the side of Lake Maggiore. Can he improve on his 24.1? No, he can't this time around. 24.4 that time for J-Eno. But a good start for the new driver. Let's go and check in on Anthony Hunt, who's currently in 10th with 24.5. So again, very competitive. Pretty much just a second covers the entire field at the minute, which is only 11 drivers. ADG, how are you doing, my friend? Really enjoyed your videos. You said a line in the second one about ginger cracking. Oh, mate, he did me. He absolutely did me. I don't know who this guy is that's joining. Hopefully someone that's meant to be here and not just a randomer. But yeah, mate, the videos are worth the wait, so thank you for doing those. So just while we've got a little bit of a lull in qualifying, a shout out to MaXed Racing for supporting this event. They're supporting a lot of sim racing at the minute. Really getting behind the movement that the UK is under. Taking to the internet to get our motorsport fix. So we thank them for getting behind this. With their support, the league has kind of took off a little bit, really. So again, thank you to them for getting behind it. And if we've got any absolutely fire times coming in, Bruce Lee Harding has a chance of clipping 3rd place. He's no, he hasn't. He's got to try and come back. J-Eno though, as it stands, can he improve his 5th place? No, he can't. And that's pretty much qualifying over now. All the drivers will probably be getting a message from JPH in a second, asking them just to kindly sit at the side of the track for a minute while he goes and manually sets the grid for the race. Well, drivers have been allowed to finish the laps like they would do in the old one, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to just have a minute or so's break while the track gets reset. What that will mean for the common folk is the guys that weren't out on track, so Apex Predator, CMW Motorsport and Wace will be manually reset to the back of the grid, reverse order of the championship standings. So I can give you those championship standings actually just as we're waiting. So of course after 2 rounds, so there's not too much to take away from this. Let me just get there we go. So championship standings after 2 rounds. So the leader of the championship at the minute is Apex Predator on 42 points. 2 points for Drift, CMW Motorsport, 40 points for him. And we've got Wace, 28 points for Wace. Pav 46, who isn't participating tonight, is on 27 points. Swoggy on 23 points. So he'll be looking to capitalise on tonight. He does start in pole, I understand. James Tyrwell, 21 points for James in 6th with Portugal Don, 18 points in 7th place. Bruce Lee Harding, 16 points for him in 8th place. Conrad Racing, 9th in the championship at the minute, 14 points for him. JPH 99 rounds out your top 10 with 12 points for JPH. And then in 11th you've got P-Gib, 12 points for P-Gib. Chris Cross gives us 12th place, 11 points for him. Anthony Hunt, 10 points for Hunty in 13th. Burnt Fry, 9 points for Burnt Fry, didn't score anything I think last time round. And the Les, who's often been utilised as a reserve for the championship, scores himself 7 points in the appearances he's made so far. So that's your championship standings then. Hunty, how are you doing, mate? Thank you for dropping on in. Good luck tonight. I'm wishing you well. Of course, Jay, you know, who we're watching now, you won't have heard in those. He's just starting his championship endeavour right now. So we'll see how he gets on. So Swoggy is your pole sitter, a 23.6 set right at the start of qualifying for Swoggy. He's currently on the beach at the corner of Lago Maggiore. P. Gibbs going to start alongside him on the first row of the grid in the 28 Steel Seal livery car. Burnt Fry, good qualifying form from Burnt Fry, even managed to improve on the time we saw him set. He's got a 23.9, so he'll be starting in 3rd. Bruce Lee Harding starts alongside him, he's just doing some practice starts now, a 24.0 for Bruce Lee Harding, so a good performance in qualifying for him. Jaino, 5th, 3rd row of the grid for Jaino tonight. And alongside him will be Chris Cross, 212. Conrad Racing starts in 7th with a 24.2. Portugal Don's going to line up alongside him with a 24.4. Anthony Hunt did manage to improve at the end. He's in 9th now, 24.4 for Hunty, as he gives us a little bit of a donut, warming up those rear tyres. James Tyrwell having a chill out on the hill. 24.5 for James Tyrwell in qualifying. And then we're going to have Apex Predator won't be 11th, he will be last. He's just going around the track really slowly at the minute, so is CMW Motorsport. JPH 99 will slide in there somewhere. Door popping, don't know who you are, right? He's in a standard livery car. So JPH, who is door popping? Just cheekless, he might be a replacement. He might be a replacement. Yes, Hunty, I sort of said that, mate, in the intro, that I don't think your results so far have really spoken to your ability level. So door popping is meant to be here, so he's meant to be here. So apologies for shouting you out. Thanks. So some practice starts going on. The Meganes can be a little bit boggy off the start if you use traction control. Yeah, Hunty, as I was saying, we don't think the results that we've seen from you so far have really spoken to your actual driver level. But that's what's quite interesting about these series. It's a spec series, of course, and what I meant by that, and I've mentioned this every single race and I'll continue to do so. All cars are equal in every single possible aspect. It is purely down to the organic bit that sits on a seat hundreds of miles away from where we actually are. So it's all down to the driver, their skill, their ability, their perception, their racecraft. Not just out and out pace. Sometimes it's just about keeping your nose clean, staying out of trouble, being consistent. That's what some of these drivers are really good at. Some better than others, of course, but that's the way sim racing goes. That's certainly the way that Apex Predator and CMW Motorsport have attached They've attacked their first 2 rounds. They've just basically aced it, in my opinion. They've had really good starts to their respective championship aspects. So the guys over at Works will be giving Mr. Apex Predator all their support, no doubt, in the coming race. Same for the guys over at Guyson. We're going to be watching CW Motorsports fight back through the field as well, so it might be quite interesting just to jump on board with these guys from time to time and see how they negotiate that. And door popping, of course, our new driver tonight, so we'll see how he gets on. Just watching, of course, just take an hour, so to speak, just to see how it gets on. No livery on that car, it's just a standing driver. Just give us 14 drivers in the field now. And I'm just waiting for JPX99 to ready up the grid, and I think he's just waiting on a driver to enter. Let's have a look what's going on. Missed your intro streaming as well. Yeah, that's the way it goes though, mate. There won't always be strong tracks. Like the GTTCC this season, mate, most of the tracks on there, I think they've just picked tracks that I just don't always gel with. I'm not really looking forward to it, in fairness, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Upcoming tracks for this series, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can load that up. I do have it saved somewhere, so I'll see if I can quickly find that on my phone. Here we go. So this week, of course, we've got Lago Maggiore West. Next week we'll go into Sardegna and their road track B layout. I can tell you that does encourage some really good racing. Then we're off to the Red Bull Ring at the end of May. June we'll see us go to Fuji. Later on in June we'll be at Autopolis. Right at the end of June we're going to be at Laguna and then the start of July takes us to Japan and the Suzuka East, with the finale on the 9th of July at Goodwoods. So time is cracking on now. We should be underway. We are just waiting for one driver to ready up. You can see them. You see the boredom's hit some of these guys, and they're just, yeah. It's giving us dynamic camera angles with people doing burnouts. Should be underway in a minute. We're just giving the driver that's not appearing a little bit of a last gasp opportunity to enter up and get ready. I think this was the best way to do it, in fairness. It just doesn't always work out just as you want it. Fry is using Pirelli's allocation of tyres right up, making sure he gets great value for money out of those sticky rubber. Thought Hunter was just going to go full ram into Sim. Oh, he nearly takes door popping. That was close. Door popping set a time then, let's see. Door popping set a 31.9. So a little bit of work to do for door popping tonight. I think we are at risk of starting without Wace, I'm afraid. That's probably how it's looking. Yeah. Well, we can't sit here waiting all night. There's a gaggle of cars sat there. Oh, that's a really good angle of Bruce Lee Harding's car, that. Look at that. That's a poster. Oh, 1 minute. Let's just do that. Yeah, and then do that. What is it? Where's the one that gets rid of it? There we go. There we go, Bruce. Poster, mate. Look at that. Bruce, take a screenshot of that for him. Bruce, when you rewatch the stream, mate, there you go. Your car in all its wondrous glory. I like to have the names off the end anyway, because I can always just do that if I want to find out who it is. Don't know what these guys are doing. Looks like they're under Tesco car park at like 3 AM and they're just having some sort of like impromptu car drift meet. Come on, Jay, you know, like pile into him. Yeet. Jesus Christ. Bertfly's like, nope. Look at the back of that car, mate. Look at the state of it. My God. Yeah, so we've got a last minute warning now for Waste to enter the lobby. Get underway with this one. I've been looking at the chat. I know it doesn't always give me a cliche. How are you doing, GRT Jack? Welcome to the stream. Don't crash, Hunty. I think you're asking for a little bit more than Hunty can provide. Just wait and see Hunty yeet into someone. Yeet! Professional streamer. Professional. We are professional sim racers. Yeah, this is well, that was a good move though, that was a good Bertfly. I quite like that little reverse J-turn you did there. That was good. Enjoyed it. Well, I think it's fair to say we've given Waste all opportunities to, because chaos is just breaking out, ladies and gentlemen, on the start-finish straight right now. This is what happens when drivers get bored. This is the sort of chaos that ensues. Right, yeah, we're getting underway. Yeah, JPH, we've got to start, mate. We've got to start. Right, so we'll get a final confirmation of the grid now that it's been set, and you'll get to see where everyone definitely starts. Confirmation then. Waste is lining up in 13th, but I'm kind of going to be expecting him not to start, so my finger is on the replay set button as we get underway at Maggiore. Let's get the driver names off. Oh, we actually did get away. Actually did enter in the end. So let me just check, see what carnage is going off. Nothing really so far. We'll get you some graphics on the screen in just a moment. Just bear with me. Just wait to see if any actual chaos ensues through the back of the field. I'm going to be honest, it's been a really good start by everyone there. I think everyone's got away cleanly. Right, let's do this super quick. There we go. Right, we're back. So, Swoggy has maintained his start. He's had a really good start there and just got to the start line from the P-Gibbs. P-Gibbs under threat from Bruce Lee Harding. Bruce Lee Harding makes a lovely move up the inside. One car back there was getting a little bit sideways. I have a feeling that was Conrad Racing, but we'll see. So Swoggy's away. Let's just quickly check on Apex Predator. Apex Predator's already passed Anthony Hunt, so Hunt has had a terrible start, I'm afraid. This is a view from Hunt's car chasing down the top two drivers. Of course, he could he could always use this to his advantage. So these guys are going to make opportunities, and if Hunty can stay within a couple of attempts of them, he can follow in those opportunities as well. So we'll follow that on and see if he can indeed make that work. Oh, too wide here, that's not going to work. Burnt Fly and Jano, they just go too wide into the last corner. This turn 1 is notorious, as you can see there. I don't know who that was. I want to say that was Conrad involved in all that chaos. No, it wasn't Conrad, it was Jano involved in all that chaos. As you see, all sorts of swapping going on in the midfield. JPX in the background of the Power Max car, just hung out wide basically. The top 3 then, all but breaking away with this. This is from the back of Wace's car. Wace already up to 4th place. You can see Jano basically getting a little bit bargy as he goes through, dips down the inside though. Jano, that was a really good move by Jano though. He's got up the inside. I'm going back and I'm going to look at that, because that was a beauty of an overtake if he actually made that one work. Let's just go on board with the Adrian Flux car. So basically realises there's no room at the on the inside, but cuts on the brakes and gets down. Oh, that is lovely. Simply lovely. Waste up to 5th, Conrad 6th now. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Yeah, Apex Predator and CMW Motorsport struggling to get through the field. It's very congested around here right now, so there's not a lot of room. One car goes really wide. I want to say where James Tyrwell was, and he's turned into a little bit of a roadblock now to Apex Predator and Chris Cross. And this is the view as the fast guys come through. Oh, that was CMW Motorsport just getting a little bit sideways on exit. Of course, these guys are all racing for position, so there is absolutely no onus, as you see CMW Motorsport with dirty tyres going wide again. There's absolutely no onus on these guys to get out of the way. They can fight for these positions if they really want to. Sometimes the smart strat is to let them through and follow in their slipstream. Door popping. I don't know if door popping's given up on this one. CMW Motorsport, we're right at the back of the field now. 8.6 seconds adrift. The leader of the race, currently Swoggy, leading away up front, and the top 3 breaking away in a little bit of a pack now. So Swoggy, Bruce Lee, Harden and P. Gibb all a second clear. Sorry, not a second clear, 3 seconds clear of the next car, which is Jano. Jano has had a great opening to the race though. And him, Wace and Conrad Racing are going to look to potentially work together and get through the field. Portugal Don clinging on to the back of that line 7. Apex Predator 8th at the minute, so he's just put his fastest lap of the race on 24.6. But a clean air in front of him now, so we can probably get on with getting through that lap. Oh, someone's yeeted it into the wall. Don't really know who that was. Let's see. That was Burnt Fly. So Burnt Fly was following Chris Cross down the straight. Hello, Jano, how are you? Oh, just missed his brakes completely. Credit to Burnt Fly though. I'll give him kudos for that. He could have took a car out, but he nerfed himself instead. So, you know. Right, where's Apex Predator? 8th. He's just gone board of Apex Predator as he battles through the field. He's got Portugal Don. Sorry, he's just got past Portugal Don. He's now got Conrad Racing firmly in his sights. Currently set in purple sectors, which means he's the fastest man on track at the minute, and you can see just how much speed he carries through the corners. But the nature of Maggiore is a lot of the time it's single file unless you want to get a little bit frisky down the inside. Apex Predator will of course be aware at this point that he's 5.5 seconds behind the leaders. Conrad Racing goes defensive. Jano up ahead. A little bit of contact, but that's kind of to be expected, to be fair. Nothing bad in that. And Apex Predator goes up the inside of Jano as well at the same point. So Apex Predator showing his value today. The works team definitely splashed out on a top spec driver when they picked their drivers for this season. Wace is now the man under pressure, so the Tang Tools driver is now coming under pressure from the current championship leader as he works his way through the field. It all gets a little bit squiffy here. Everyone through cleanly though. Meanwhile, let's have a quick scoop through the field, see what's going on. Simply Beyond Motorsport in a little bit stuck by the sounds of things. He's in 11th at the minute, trying to work his way past Chris Cross. He's currently struggling now, I'm afraid. Just to work through the field. Hunty, who we did say at the start of the stream, has had a bad start to the season. That bad start does look to be that does look to be slowing down a little bit, but he looks to be making a move on Chris Cross right now. Chris Cross does have the slipstream, so Hunty's going to need to go for a little bit of dive bomb here. I've just heard contact, so I'm just pressing the replay button to see what that was. JPH has picked himself up a penalty, so let's see if we can see what that was. JPH was in 14. Oh, he had that penalty before, but he'll no doubt have a good view of what happened if anyone did smash themselves into the wall. Oh, that was just a collection of cars having a little bit of a joint accident. So JPH up to 13th. Burnt Fight is dead last, I'm afraid. Jano currently battling with Hunty. Jano currently winning out of that, so Jano's had a horrible lap. He's all the way down to 11th right now. SimW Motorsport up to 9th. He'll be looking to take advantage of the guys up ahead battling. Let's take a little bit of a sip of juice. Nearly halfway through the race, ladies and gents, now, so yeah, so SimW Motorsport don't get second in the championship at the minute. Still nearly 9 seconds drift of the leader of the race. As you see, things just get a little bit congested in the midfield. There is a car beached in the wall, and that is James Tyrewall. Let's see what happened to James. Just got his car on the grass, that gives him less traction, and just a little bit of side contact, which was kind of to be expected when you're a little bit loose on the outside. He does find himself last at the minute. Swoggy then, we haven't given him much coverage, Swoggy, I'm afraid, but it's because you've been utterly dominant in this race so far. 3 seconds clear now. Thanks for the flash of the lights, mate. In the number 98 Garage Floor Tile Company car, and they will be celebrating in their offices tonight. Well, they won't, they'll be social distancing and doing all that stuff. P. Gibb and Bruce Lee Harding don't seem to have been giving each other that much of a hard time this race. I think they've realised that it's a 20-minute long race and they don't need to fight all the way through. But Apex Predator's coming. He's 5.6 seconds behind Swoggy and 1.7 behind Bruce Lee Harding, and closing fast as well. Wace, 5th for Wace, and good race for Wace. He's doing well so far. 5th place for him, won't do him any harm in the championship at all. Connor Racing's had a very eventful one, currently fighting off CMW Motorsport. CMW Motorsport currently 2nd in the championship standings and has proven his abilities throughout, but is he just struggling a lot with the traffic tonight? He certainly found it a lot harder to get through than Apex Predator has. Only he will know why that's been at this stage. He just looks to have got involved in a lot more people's stuff than anyone else. We've seen Chris Cross and Gino have a little bit of a battle for 9th. Things starting to settle down a little bit now with 9 minutes to go. Apex Predators closing them in still 1.6 seconds behind now. Not as quickly as I'd have expected, but he's still got 8 minutes to get the job done. So we've now seen things settle down a little bit. So we'll see if Hunty can get himself up past Jano and back into the top 10. He's got a really good run out the final corner as Hunty, so he will be firmly tucked in the slipstream. There's the Adrian Flux car up ahead. Gets on the brakes very early though, Hunty there, and he has contacted Jano there, but one thing I can say is Hunty, and I said that even before the contact, he was ridiculously early on the brakes. So we're going to just jump on board with Jano and see what happened really. See what happened there. Yeah, so Jano hit the back of Chris Goss, and it was just a bit of a concertina effect between the three cars, definitely. But yeah, Hunty was really early on the brakes, so I was somewhat anticipating what was to come. Apex Predator then has launched himself onto the back of this this little group now. Swargy's kind of made a little bit of a getaway, but Bruce Lee Harding and P. Gibb definitely with an Apex Predator size. You can hear just how much he coasts this section, just carrying the speed through the corner. Very light throttle inputs, very controlled, very smooth. It's quite nice to watch as well, to be honest. He'll be looking to make tracks onto the podium positions anytime now. Got a really good run out the final corner. Bruce Lee Harding sees him and goes defensive, but seems to think again and go, no, I'll just I'll just let him have it basically. As Apex Predator sets the fastest lap of the race at 23.2. As Bruce Lee Harding doesn't seem to put up that much of a fight against him there. Let's see if P. Gibb does the same. So P. Gibb 6 tenths ahead of him now. And 4.2 seconds ahead of those guys is the race leader Swargy at the minute. Swargy by split times has been very consistent, and that's kind of what you need to do to win races, so if that's the angle he's taking, then it's going to pay off for him. Should Apex Predator get past P. Gibb, as he's going for the long way around here. Wonderful overtake, Mr. Apex Predator. Let's go on board and have a look at how he did that. Just round the outside, you know, just bellissimo. Grande vittoria. Yeah, he's got 4.5 seconds to make up now to Swargy. 6 minutes to do that in. So basically he needs to be about 6 tenths a lap quicker than Swargy is, and then he's got to get past the guy. So it's anyone's guess as to whether that's going to happen. A little bit further down the field, Wace, who is 5th in the championship and is now 5th in the race. So this race won't be doing him any harm at all. As well, CMW Motorsport is behind him, importantly. He's in the same pack, but he is importantly behind him, so let's see if CMW Motorsport can get anything done on these guys. We've got Conrad racing up ahead, and Conrad proved to be a difficult customer when it comes to getting past him. Oh, CMW again, he's done that a few times. He just touched the grass with his back wheel. Because these Meganes are rear wheel drive, these trophies are rear wheel drive anyway, they're very light rear wheel drive cars. You get a back end a little bit unstable, you end up swapping out. Just see up ahead, let's have a look. Wace still in 5th. Conrad was looking to put a little bit of a shimmy on him. Conrad's actually got past going up the hill officially, but Wace is going to have that place back. Or is he? Or is he? Conrad, CMW Motorsport's going to take advantage. I love your move by CMW Motorsport. He's basically took advantage of the fact that, as Portugal Don has to go off-roading. Yeah, he just took advantage of the fact that Wace, it was Wace that went off-roading. Yeah, he just took advantage of the fact he was offline. Just followed him through. It was a lovely move. So that's CMW Motorsport up to 5th now. Let's see if Conrad can do anything about that. I would imagine we'll see out, because I would imagine that CMW Motorsport's just going to defend this. Very difficult to make a move around the outside there, but if you get it done and stuck in you on the inside for the very tight turn 2, so it can be worth doing. Wace has left the room, it sounds to me like a disconnect because his car just vanished. that stinks of a disconnect, that for Waste, because he was actually running quite well in the race. Apex Predator starting to build a little bit of a gap to P-Gib. P-Gib now running third, 9 tenths, no, I said 9 seconds then. Conrad and SimW Motorsport side by side, coming around Big Banky Boy. Conrad keeps the place, Portugal on up to 7th now, Chris Cross running in 8th, JPX 99 in 9th at the minute. Anthony Hunt up to 10th, Fonzie chasing down the Power Max Racing car. New guy Jaino doing very well in his first race, very eventful race for him. I think he's had a little bit of bad luck so far. He's running 11th behind Hunty. James Tyrwell 12th, we saw him have that off a few laps ago. Burnfly not having a good day in the office. He's 10 seconds adrift of any other car. But ladies and gentlemen, current race leader, Swoggy 98. He's been reeled in by Apex Predator though, ever so slightly, so this is setting us up for quite an interesting finish. 3 minutes remain. We're looking at 1.5 minutes, so we've probably got about 3 laps left of this. And at that pace, Apex Predator will be right on his back bumper by the time we hit the end of the race. And don't forget, once we get to about a 1.5 second gap between these cars, slipstream's gonna take effect, and that matters here. Slipstream's worth a lot of time at Majority. And that's why P-Gib is able to reel Apex Predator in on the straights, because he's getting the slipstream. That's why you're seeing these little packs bunch off as well, because they're all just slipstreaming each other. SimW Motorsport, for that effect, is going to have a really difficult time catching 4th, and he's going to have more of a worry about keeping Conrad Racing behind him, because Conrad's just going to keep getting the slipstream in places like that, and if he plays it smart, makes the overtakes at the right places. Yeah, we just had confirmation from Waste that his internet's just disconnected him. He has just disconnected from the race, which is unfortunate because he'll have wanted the points out of this one. Yeah, so as we were saying, SimW Motorsport and Conrad Racing for 5th at the minute. While they're doing that, 4th is escaping, but it's unrealistic to have gone for that anyway. To go side by side with T1. Meanwhile, Portugal Don looking to capitalise on those two guys killing each other, hopefully crisscross the same. JPH 99 and Anthony Hunt still together, these guys battling for 9th. So, good news for Swoggy. Apex Predator's not catching him as quickly as it needs to be. 3.3 seconds now, the gap between these guys. So your current top 3 is Swoggy 98, Apex Predator and P-Gib. 4th occupied by Boostley High. In fact, we'll just go for a full recap of all the drivers. So Swoggy 98, first place at the minute, 30 seconds of the race remain. Apex Predator 2nd, but from the back of the grid, it's damn impressive. P-Gib 92 running 3rd at the minute. The Steel Seal car number 28, Bruce Lee Harding in the Dread car, I think it is. He's in 4th at the minute. Conrad Racing just about in front of, just about behind SimW Motorsport. As he goes to move around the outside. Oh, and then that was exactly what I was told. That's the move I was talking about. And that's executed to perfection. Portugal Don, 7th for Portugal Don. He's now made it onto the final lap. Chris Cross has finished in 8th, JPH has finished in 9th, Hunty has finished in 10th position, Jaino's finished in 11th position, James Tyrwell's finished in 12th, and Burnfly's finished in 13th. Let's just nip back though to this little fight between SimW Motorsport and Conrad Racing, side by side on the final lap for 5th place. The top 4 pretty much decided. I'm going to cover them as they come across the line. But SimW Motorsport and Conrad Racing have just been fighting pretty much for the last 5-10 minutes for this position. And it's been a bit of an infernal one to follow. Conrad Racing appears to have got a really good line out of that. but I will want just to give Swargy a little bit of coverage. We'll go and do that now. Swargy 98, great race and qualifying for Swargy. He takes home the win. Apex Predator takes home second. P-Gib third for him. Fourth for Bruce Lee Harding. CMW Motorsport's going to eventually win that battle for fifth. Conrad Racing in sixth. And Portugal Don finishes in seventh. We'll get a final full confirmation of your results there. And a confirmation of your victor, which is a Mr. Swargy 98. So we took a pole position, led out from the front, and pretty much dominated the entire race. So we'll give him a little bit of a congrats in the lobby chat. 1 second. Wrong direction, Chris. Where are you, Swargy? There you are. Yeah, it was a good race for Swargy, that one. Dominated the entire thing. See, this is what I do like this about this championship, that they do this thing where the top three can't qualify, because it really mixes it up. And you saw a really good battle between CMW and Conrad Racing. As a result of it, we wouldn't have ordinarily had that battle. We got to watch Apex Predator fight his way through the field as well. Buggered your start, Hunter. Yeah, I noticed, mate. Loved it, the contact not so much. Yeah, Hunter, I think your contact's going to happen. I think me and you spoke about this before, rubbing into racing. What I will say, mate, is if you feel that anything was untoward, all you need to do is clip it and send it to JPH and he'll have a look at it. You know, we want to promote clean racing as well. I noticed you didn't enjoy it. Burnt Fry, I don't think you had a good time that way. So yeah, that's pretty much your lot for round number 3 of the Next Gen Racing Power Maxed Megane Trophy. Let's just see what track is up for you next. Let me go and have a look. So your next track, ladies and gents, if you want to join us for that one, and I implore you to do so, 21st of May, booking in your diaries, 8 PM, we're going to Sardegna for the Road Track B layout. So lots of elevation changes, lots of nice tight twisty apexes, and yeah, it's a nice track for racing, that one, and it certainly will suit these cars as well. With their rear wheel driveness, we will see some fun times. Right, so that's pretty much it from me. Thank you for tuning into this one, and I bid you farewell. Thank you again to PowerMax for getting behind the event. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.